this hurts. I am here reluctantly because I prefer sitting behind an anchor desk delivering news to you, the viewer, reporting and delivering the news to help provide you with information, insight, and some analysis about developments and issues that we face every day in this country and globally. I am here reluctantly because I am not against any man or woman at Fox News. The truth is, I admire, I like, and even love the people who I work with and for, but I don't like what they do. The people that I work with at Fox News, my colleagues, and those you see behind me, are hardworking individuals who strive tirelessly every day to do their best, give their best, and be their best, and I am proud of their accomplishments. Let me make something very plain here. I, or the people you see with me, do not have any incentive from some left-wing conspirator group or some left-wing financier to try to destroy Fox News. The truth is, I believe Fox News will continue to grow and prosper regardless of any attempt by anyone to crush it. I believe that Fox will remain strong because there are millions of people who support the company in spirit and in trust. But when that trust is broken with various employees because of racial bias, something has to be done. As I've stated, I like the men and women of Fox News. That's why I'm here. I'm here because leadership, while focused on making sure the brand of Fox News could dominate in the ratings, flourish financially to benefit each and every one of us who work there, and develop a powerful organization, somewhere along the way, they have lost their way and they've failed to include equality for all. The greatness failed to be fair and balanced to all of our employees, regardless of race, gender, faith, creed, or color. Our leaders simply seem to overlook the value of diversity or inclusion in the workplace. And yes, we have contributors who appear on our shows to express their opinions, and they're people of color, but we literally have a handful of Black and Hispanic Latino reporters or anchors. As you may know by now, that I am the only Black male anchor, which in 2017 should not be the case, and it speaks volumes of the disregard to equality at Fox News. It is indefensible and inexcusable when there are so many talented Black men and women who are and more than capable to fulfill that role. We have a culture of systemic and institutional racial bias. And so when my colleagues from other departments began to publicly reveal their encounters with blatant acts of discrimination in their department, I watched it, I prayed about it, I cried over it and said, I can no longer sit in silence, collect my paycheck, and act like I didn't experience racial bias on my own level as an on-air personality. Behind closed doors, I found myself confronted with race, albeit in a more subtle, but in a demeaning way, and marginalizing my growth and my development that would not only benefit me, but benefit others. In my case, for many years, I consistently and often emphatically asked leaders at Fox News to grow as a company and open the door wide to more opportunities and possibilities to hire and develop men and women of color. I knew that Fox had a weak image in terms of race. I encountered it on the job and in the public with comments from people like, you'll never excel there because you're not the right color, or you're not blonde enough, or they'll only allow you to go but so far. Some people have even asked me, how can a Black man work at Fox News? Some have even referred to me being an acceptable black who is tolerated but never celebrated. I've heard all the arguments about why I should not work at Fox News, but few people understand why I do work at Fox News and why I have every right to be there and still be there to deliver news. I have the right to work there or anywhere in this country, not because of the color of my skin, but certainly because of the content of my character. And I stand before you and sit before you, a human being, perfectly flawed, but perfectly loved by my wife who is here with me today, by my children who are not here but in support of me, and certainly by people, viewers, many of viewers who like the work that I do, and even by my haters and detractors who say I shouldn't even be here. But I do have a right to stand up for justice, not just for me, but for the people you see behind me. I'm more than qualified. And there are other people who are more than qualified to do greater work than I do. When Doug asked me about this, he said, "What do you want?" I said, "I want to make it possible for whoever fills my shoes, that next generation, to never go through this." That also means I should not have some sort of glass ceiling placed over me. It also means that management should not place an umbrella or a lid over my career or the career of anyone to marginalize us in our development and not extend to us the opportunity to grow simply based on the color of our skin and what they deem is acceptable to their viewers. Some people have said you're in a good position. Forget about it. Fox will never get rid of you because they need more black men to defend themselves against the critics who accuse Fox of racial bias. Well, I'm not here to be a token either. I'm here to be a valued employee who, like all of my fellow workers you see with me, are privileged and honored to be their voice today to do my job in the best possible environment for growth. And when I see something that needs to be addressed, I should point it out and offer ideas to help improve our company. And that's exactly what I did. I've had direct talks with leaders over the past 10 years, explaining and even pleading with them to allow all of us, and me in particular, to show the accomplishments, contributions, and brilliance within America's communities, particularly communities of color. To never overlook the negative situations that do exist within black or Latino communities, but also to show the positive and inspiring people within those communities who proactively strive to right the wrongs and pave the way out of downtrodden, impoverished conditions through education, through faith, through fortitude, and forgiveness. Frederick Douglass, a zealot by any definition, set the standard for protest. He wisely said, "If there is no struggle, there is no progress." And those who profess to favor freedom and yet deprecate agitation are men who want crops without plowing up the ground. They want rain without thunder and lightning. They want the ocean without the awful roar of its many waters. Power concedes nothing without a demand. It never did, and it never will. So I am the voice for those who stand here with me today. But it's not about us and them. It's not really about just Fox News. It's about your organizations and all of the media organizations throughout this country. It's about America. We're better than this. We must be better than this. President Trump says, "Make America great again." All right. So let's do it right here and right now. By standing united and undivided in corporate boardrooms, in corporate America, in our workplace, in our homes, in our churches, in our synagogues, in our mosques, in our temples. Let's find a way to get out of the malaise of the racial divide and the political divide. Left and right, conservative, liberal, black and white. How about just common ground, seated at a table of brotherhood, where I can talk to you and you can talk to me and we can work together and make companies grow, make companies rich with a soil that everybody has a right to life and the pursuit of happiness. The whole culture in America, the whole culture that we see has to be changed, starting with me. As I said, I'm flawed, imperfect, but forgiven by a loving God who says, I'm with you every step of the way. Finally, that is why all of us are here today. We appreciate the legal representation that we are receiving from Wigdor LLP. And Doug has heard our collective voices and given his background in this area. And his proven trial verdicts are, we wanted someone who we felt in court would help us in court should Fox try to defend what I believe is the indefensible. And I already understand that since last night, his firm has received calls from other on-air talent throughout the country. So hopefully, we will find the courage to make change